enjoy seeing this space for what little time we're left here. As of an hour and 48 minutes ago, we received notice that we will be moving over Thanksgiving. Divine, here's to better. Because at this juncture, that's all I'll accept. So, let's redo those scaffolding goals videos for the third time. Sorry, editor. Let's jam. Hello there, everybody. My name is Jenna O'Malley. I am your soul writer, author of sci-fi fantasy with dashes of romance and nerdy references, such as the Myrna Annals. Hopefully, all 5 books will still be out, at least on Amazon, by the end of this year. As soon as I think I can get that whiteboard over there enough to show it to you, I have to trash the videos. It is August 30th. 6:49 p.m. now instead of 48, and I'm about to stream here in about an hour, and yeah, there's gonna be a lot of changes. I don't know exactly what they are, so by the end of September I'll know some answers, we'll put it that way. But I'm not going to put this off any longer. So, scaffolding goals. In K-12 education, we as teachers are taught to scaffold our goals for our students. To literally, if you think of somebody painting a mural on the side of a big building, giving them platforms to connect in skills they're missing. For example, in high school, I struggled greatly with math. I know the origin point of some of my struggles. I have dyscalculia, for one. It's basically dyslexia, but math. Numbers trip me up, so long sequences of numbers, I can do it. Just don't break my concentration once I'm in my groove, because it takes me a while to get in and out of the groove. But it takes me a little bit longer looking over like spreadsheets and stuff. So Data and I have learned to be friends over the last 10 years. And being a teacher in a time when testing ruled what I did in the classroom, yeah, that. Definitely had to go ahead and make sure I was scaffolding goals. Sometimes, for me, in math class, my teachers had to review simple stuff like multiplication tables, because what didn't help my dyscalculia was when I was in 3rd grade, circa 95, we moved from Baltimore to Cumberland, where we were learning math in Baltimore. And some of you people whom have moved school districts know this. The schools in Baltimore were about half a year behind, skills-wise, as the schools in Allegheny County, Maryland. And that's typical of this state. Allegheny County tends to do better than other states, despite being a poorer county. Shout out to Fort Hill, because doing not so horribly, in my opinion, compared to what it was when I was there. At least with those scores, comparatively. And therefore, I struggled with, like, fractions I was okay with because I know music, and if you can apply the fractions to real life, i.e. I loved trig because it was all right triangles, i.e. building a house like my carpenter dad did, Yeah, my dad was using Pythagoras theorem and had no clue that's what he was using when he was doing his carpentry work. So some of it I got, but a lot of it I didn't. And it usually rooted back to the fact that I struggled with multiplication and division early on, and no teacher really took the time to rote memorization train me or give me mnemonic ways to really learn that. I learned those kind of skills when I was in college, tutoring somebody else in English. I said, okay, can you fix my bad math skills then to at least get me good enough to where I could pass a statistics class? And they were like, yeah, sure. So, swapped some tutoring and coaching basically. And I know what it means to have to scaffold in those skills, and you feel like I should know this, but for some of us writers, we fear the writing process because we think we're weaker writers. I'm going to be the first to admit my zero drafts are gross. Like, my clients would be like, you wrote that? Go read my Ream stories. They're pretty bad. But I haven't put them the super polished version, and they know that they're not getting the overly polished version over there. That's kind of the point, right? So with scaffolding, for you as a writer, maybe getting comfortable drafting is where you need to start. What's a skill tree, hello gamer terminology, that you can use? What's a skill tree? I have a blank whiteboard. Let's go draw on the whiteboard and show you a skill tree.